Jay, thanks for joining us on Midday Kentucky. We are all super stoked because a week later, you just couldn't stay away.
I'm back.
Joe Juice is back.
I'm back.
It makes us all happy because I don't know if we've all laughed that hard in a really long time.
Well, good. That's the job, is I'm supposed to bring humor and fun and have a good time with people, and if everyone's just staring at me, that doesn't work out very well at all.
That's a little, I mean, has that ever happened?
Has that ever? Oh, I'm sure it's happened a few times. So yeah, but I won't go back to that deaf school and do a show again. So, no, I'm kidding. I will. I will definitely. No, Danville, they have a school for the deaf. I would do that show in a heartbeat.
I feel like we're like riding a really tight line already.
No, I'm
right
excited.
as we start the show.
I'm just saying. There's places you don't want to do shows. I've done shows on the back of a flatbed truck in the middle of a barn with lawn chairs. That's the worst.
That was bad? I feel like that would
that
be
was
good.
the worst. No, yeah, you would think so.
Everybody be trashed and like
You
all
would-
up into it?
They weren't into it at all. So they were like, why are you interrupting our campfire? So, yeah. Doesn't always work out well.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. We're gonna lighten things up.
Yeah, let's
from
do
here
it.
on out.
Yeah.
I don't wanna bring you down.
No, it's okay. I'm happy.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I
How
tell
was your-
myself that every morning.
Affirmations.
Affirmations,
right?
yeah, daily
Do you
affirmations.
stand in there like who's the SNL character? Not Jack Handy. Who does I am beautiful, I am lovely. And
Oh,
he
I
looks in the
really,
mirror.
I've seen there's a little girl on the internet. She has a YouTube video that goes all over the place, and she's literally walking on the counter. That's how small she is, yelling at herself in the mirror, like, "You are awesome. You're amazing. Today's going to be your best day." And I watch that video twice a week.
Well, she's probably making more money than
I
any of us in
guarantee
this
it.
room
I
combined.
guarantee it. Yeah.
So I know what my next venture is going to be.
Yeah, there's no
Just
way that would work.
slide across the counter.
There you go. That should be your every morning. You just slide across the counter and affirm yourself.
Yeah, and then you can like switch it up every kind of days. Do like a little flip. I don't know where we're going.
I don't know. Who knows?
How was your weekend? How was your day?
Good. My weekend was amazing. I had to go to the Sonic Temple Festival up in Ohio and hang out with the Foo Fighters. I ended up in their dressing room with them and Pauly Shore, so that was awesome.
Oh, how did this happen? What
series
did
of
you
random
do?
events. Like, I was supposed to perform comedy there, and there were storms, and so they canceled the comedy tent, so we had nothing to do. And Pauly Shore apparently knows the lead singer of the Foo Fighters enough to have his cell phone number, and so we ended up in their dressing room having a good time. It was awesome.
Are they as cool as they seem?
Oh, Dave Grohl, the lead singer, is probably one of the coolest people I've ever met in my life, and he's funny, which makes me very jealous. Like, you shouldn't be good at music and be funny.
Their music videos are
Yeah,
always like hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, and he has great stories, and he's captivating, and if I'm in love. I think I'm in love with Dave Grohl. Maybe
A little bit of a man crush.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're allowed. That's a good one.
I tried. It was so hard not to fanboy out. Like, I'm sitting there, and Dave Grohl's talking to me. He just poured me a beer. Like, I'm excited. Yeah, and I'm probably all doe-eyed. Like, I don't know what I looked like, but it probably was something like that.
You're like turning around, flashing your eyelashes. He's like, "Who is this?"
Right. Yeah, it was interesting, but it was a great weekend. So.
I feel you play it cool.
I did. I tried to lay back. I didn't ask for pictures or autographs or anything like that. We just talked.
It's just your normal day in Dave Grohl's dressing room.
Right.
Just your average Saturday.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens next week.
Beat that one.
I don't think it's going to get any better.
Who would be your dream dressing room next?
Oh, Dave Chappelle. Hands down. That's like my favorite comedian. Dave Chappelle, if you're out there, I know he lives in Ohio.
Well, listen, manifestations and affirmations. We can make this happen.
I'm amazing, and I'm going to meet Dave Chappelle. That's my week. It's happening. It's happening this week.
Anybody who has a cell number, let's make that happen.
Yeah, well, I know someone with a cell phone number, but that's a weird cold call to make.
Yeah, that is
weird. That's a weird cold call. He's changing.
Call Dave Chappelle. I would like to be in his dressing room.
At that level, I would hope he has more than one. I hope he has more than one cell phone.
Oh, I thought you meant dressing room.
No, he definitely has more than one dressing room. Probably.
This is this closet. You know what a lot of people did this weekend?
What's that?
They did not hang out with Dave Grohl. Sorry.
Yeah.
But they watched Game of Thrones. Are you an avid Game of Thrones watcher?
I'm not. I am not a big Game of Thrones. I would be probably if I watched it. I just don't. I don't really watch it.
That's how I feel because it like started a decade ago.
Yeah.
If you didn't get on that train to start, it's kind of hard to like just jump on.
It is, and I know some people who waited and then like binged the 3 seasons in a row and then jumped on board. And I don't have time for all that.
No.
I've got a 2-year-old daughter at home. I'm playing a game of diapers.
Well,
I don't have time for Game of Thrones.
You know what? A lot of people think the ending ended like a game of diapers.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
They're not happy with it, which we had the story last week where a lot of people were doing a petition that they wanted the season to end different.
Right, yeah.
What do you think of that?
You can't do that.
Thank you. I agree.
If you're a fan of something, they've already determined how it's going to go. Plus, they wrote. It's like
Thank you.
It's not like they're just going off on a whim for these last few seasons. It's all been written out beforehand. I think George R.R. Martin wrote everything out, and they're sticking to that. So it's already set. Like, you can't change.
No, the creative liberty of that.
Right.
You don't get to choose. This is not like a choose-your-own ending book.
Well, yeah. I mean, he has 2 books left to write, is what I've been told. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe
so do you think that Game of Thrones will make a return?
No. Well, yeah, eventually. See, what happens in media is we eventually run out of things. And so they make another TV series based off of that TV. There's going to be another Game of Thrones in 20 years, and then maybe they'll have the changes that people want.
Oh, no. People will not, because people are never happy.
They're never happy.
This is what I suggest, and you know my advice is very, very, this is crucial. Write your own book.
There you go. Yeah, write your own.
Get out there and let that motivate you.
Yeah, pull the Wayans brothers and just make another version of it. Like, they didn't like the way scary movie stuff. Yeah, just make the new scary movie.
And that worked out well for them.
Yeah, cool. Just call it Battle Show. That's all I know about Game of Thrones. Just a bunch of battles.
And death.
Yeah, death and
blood.
There's some weddings.
And dragons.
I know there's some weddings.
Yeah.
And dragons.
And swords and the Iron Throne.
There's an Iron Throne?
Yeah, I think so. I think. Don't quote me, but that's correct. that's our wrap up of Game of Thrones for you. A decade of a huge series, according to Joe and Amber.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? They did make some mistakes. We talked about it, I believe, last year. We were premonition.
Yeah.
Is that a word? Premonition?
Yeah,
premonition-y?
You're right. Yeah.
Premonition-y?
Yeah, you had a vision.
That comes from manifesting. I think it was last week.
Yeah, last week.
Where there was a coffee cup in one of the scenes on accident.
Right.
Well, guess what? It happened again. In the series finale Sunday night, you can see a plastic water bottle in a tense segment where characters were discussing the fate of, I'm guessing, is it Westeros?
Yeah, Westeros.
Westeros. Some viewers said they spied a second water bottle later in the episode. Also, just so you know, we talked about it, editors failed to remove a hand on a character who'd lost one back in season 3. What is going on with these people? It's getting to them. This stress.
It's the final season. It's right behind that guy's boot there.
How does somebody notice that?
No, Game of Thrones people who are fans are like very passionate about. They're like CrossFit people, but for TV viewers. Like, they will not stop talking about it. They're very invested in it, and they notice everything about it. And it's crazy that I think these guys are just phoning it in at this point. Like, they know it's the last season. What's going to happen? You're going to get fired?
Do you think they're doing it on purpose?
I think that's what's happening. Have you ever put in a 2 weeks notice at a job?
No.
That is the most amazing 2 weeks of your life, because you don't care. Like, they're not going to fire me. I'm already leaving. What you going to do to me, Carl? Like, you know, they don't care at that point.
I don't think Carl is in Game of Thrones.
No, he's not, but he's my old manager. I'm kidding.
Throwing stones. I like it. You use this as your...
Right, but I think that's what happened. Game of Thrones is like, what are they going to do? HBO's not going to cut funding. No. They're not going to get rid of us. We're already going to make millions of dollars in all the residuals.
People are talking about it.
Yeah, this makes it more interesting.
And at that point, it's like that was so hidden.
Right.
It's almost like, is somebody going to find this? And then, like, immediately somebody's like, water bottle.
Right.
Water bottle.
Well,
that's scary.
I am a big Marvel fan.
Okay.
The whole Marvel universe. And they leave a lot of Easter eggs for you. So, like, throughout the movie, you'll be watching and you might notice something is in the background, like a first edition Spider-Man comic book might be in the background. And you look for those things as a fan and you try to pick up on those things. Game of Thrones is kind of going the opposite way. Yeah. They're like, let's just leave random stuff on the set and see who notices.
Maybe, okay, this is what I'm seeing full circle. You know how you said in 20 years they're going to remake this? Maybe this is a little premonition of the series in 20 years because there will be coffee cups.
There will be.
There will be water bottles.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just another little
They're just going to fast forward
down
I don't know. I like to think this is almost like an M. Night Shyamalan twist, and the whole time it's been modern times, and there's just random
just a dream.
stuff. I told you how I wanted Game of Thrones to end, didn't I? Like,
wait, no.
At the end of the last scene, I think in Game of Thrones should be this huge, epic battles going on. It's amazing. It's dire straits. There's like blood everywhere, and then the camera zooms out, and it's the apartment from Big Bang Theory, and Leonard and Sheldon and Wolowitz and Kuther-Polly are all sitting there just playing Dungeons and Dragons. And that's what Game of Thrones has been. 10 years of a game.
That would have been actually an amazing ending to
good
both
crossover.
shows.
Both shows have their season finale together.
Yes, but I think Game of Thrones people would have been very, very upset.
Probably.
Because I feel like you are upset. Listen, it's a violent show. It's bringing out that violent emotion.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. This is on Facebook. All right, Joe, I have another story for you.
Okay.
This
all right.
one, it's kind of funny.
Okay.
I think, but you let us know what you think. People are split over this story. A girl decided to write her ex's new girlfriend a note. Now, this note's filled with tips and advice for dating him. It consists of things like his favorite things, his favorite color, his favorite drink, as well as things to avoid. Bringing a blanket if she stays the night because he likes to sleep with the AC on. That's nuts, right? Ignoring all the negative gossip about him and realizing if he doesn't talk to her on Sundays, it's because he's procrastinating on his homework. Some people say this is a serious red flag. Others say this shows how much this girl loved him and truly wants the best for him.
Oh, that's not what that is.
That's crazy.
Actually, you know what? I think it has a double part here. It's almost like that whole where you look at the dress and you see either these two colors or these other two colors that was on. I think that's what this is, because to some people they're going to think, oh, I wish that one of my exes knew this much stuff about me and was able to write. This is like a reference letter, right?
Yeah.
But me personally, I think the worst of most people. So I think she's probably speaking in code to the new girlfriend.
I think she's nuts.
Yeah, she's speaking in code, I think. But no, look out. He likes to sleep with the AC on, so you're going to be cold. Watch out because he gets people speaking gossip about him.
That's the big one.
Like she's
and
naming off all these bad things.
Well,
yeah.
Because she went in and she's like, you might hear a lot of bad things about him, but don't listen to that.
This is a warning. This is a warning. You ever gone into a job and you knew somebody who used to have the job?
Yeah.
And they're like, now listen, the boss is a little bit high strung, but it's fine. It's fine. That's a warning. You should know.
So you think she's warning him?
I think she's warning the new girlfriend in code.
How crazy is this? He retweeted this because he saw the letter and he's like, oh, this is so sweet. My ex-girlfriend loves me.
But guys are dumb. Like that's
so dumb.
That's not that surprising. Like I probably would too. Oh, she's talking about me. Let me retweet this.
Let me put this on the internet and let everybody else judge.
Yeah.
It never says in the story like how long they were together, why they broke up, or anything like that.
I don't know.
If you were the new girlfriend, what would you think?
I think this is a warning. I'm out. I'm out.
Me
and
too.
Also, like, if it's not a warning in the letter, even if that's not the warning, the fact that he's still this close with his ex, so
I
he
agree.
would retweet the list, that's
cut.
Yeah, you got to cut that out, bro.
I agree.
Yeah,
Let us know what you think. Sleeping with the AC. I mean, God,
that's okay.
That's really horrible, guys. That right there is your warning
sign. Is it really?
No.
Oh my goodness!
Good
no.
Lord,
what
no.
Are you
I think that's
about?
nuts.
What? I'd rather be cold and have a bunch of blankets than
Me
be
too.
burning
Just
up.
sleeping?
Yeah, sleep with the
during
AC.
the day.
Oh,
Not
that's
during
fine.
the day.
That's
But
fine.
I agree. So the fact that she had to write that in a letter.
Yeah.
Just all of this.
All of this. There's so much a mess.
There's either this is like a Jerry Springer. Is Jerry Springer still on?
No.
Yeah. Well, he needs to come back for this kind of thing. Maybe we get them on the show.
There you go. Yeah. Let's. Ooh.
You like drama.
I do.
You could
I'll be
instigate
Jerry
this.
Springer.
Yes. And I'll be the bodyguard.
Yeah. You be Steve.
Steve.
Yeah. You be Steve.
Let us know again. This is up on our Facebook page.